Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. This is my 75-gallon Ambuna community tank. This is my therapy tank. These are my healthy guys. When I watch them, I feel so at peace. As some of you know, I have had a very difficult week battling an outbreak in my Haps and Peacocks aquarium. First, I want to take a moment and thank all of my subscribers and friends I've made in this wonderful community. Having your help, suggestions, opinions, advice, and just being there for me, I realize I don't have to go through this alone. I also want to apologize that I haven't been able to keep up with your videos, sharing my thoughts and comments as I love to do. This sickness has truly been consuming all of my free time. I will try and catch up with your videos through this week. Please don't for 1 second think I've forgotten you. I'm still not 100% sure what this is or was that invaded my aquarium. I treated it with what I believe to be the best course of action. I have been so busy doing water changes, catching sick fish, quarantining fish, and then when they die, I would sterilize everything. I have been so diligent on not cross-contaminating my nets or any other items I use within my tanks. Hubby and I went out today for some more medication. I couldn't find what I really wanted, but I purchased something called a Cural Knockout BF, Bacterial and Fungus Remedy. I have treated my quarantined lumberjake. He's still not eating, but I think he's going to make it. I also treated my 75-gallon Haps and Peacock community. I should mention that today is the first day I haven't seen a new breakout on one of my cichlids. I also released Shredder today. For those of you who don't know, Shredder is my German red shoulder, who's been in a playpen in my Haps and Peacocks tank for the last week because of his nasty, aggressive behavior. I've been watching him closely, and so far he just seems to be happy to be free. I'm hoping and praying I'm nearing the end of this infestation. The sickness is beginning to play on my mind, so that if I see the tiniest little mark, I fly into a panic. I can't tell you how helpless and useless I have felt this whole week. My tanks and fish are well looked after. My water testing and water changing schedule is written in stone. I am incredibly fussy with my aquariums, my feeding schedule, and any products I purchase or use for the benefit of my cichlids, who, like many of us, call our babies. Doing everything in your power to protect and ensure the health and safety of your cichlids may never be enough, as there are things that no matter how hard we try, they will get past our defenses. I want to make 2 points. The first point is this. I have had no trouble whatsoever with sickness or unexplained fish death, ever. I have lost fish due to aggression, but never to sickness. That's not saying I haven't dealt with sick fish, but I haven't lost any. I've always been able to medicate them and get them through. And I certainly have never lost so many to such a destructive bacterial fungus as I have this week. I purchased a group of fish last Sunday from a fish store a fair distance from our home. There were 8 in total. I didn't have room to quarantine them, so I acclimated them to my tank and added them the proper way by releasing the water and draining them into a net, and then just putting the fish themselves in without their water. By the end of the next day, I was seeing signs of sickness, but I didn't really recognize it as such for another day. From that point on until today, I have lost a total of 8 cichlids. I still have one in quarantine who I really believe is going to make it. Now, I should mention that the first 2 fish I lost were from this store, and from that point on, I started losing my own. I hate to blame anyone, but until I added the fish from this store, I've never had a problem or sickness to this degree. Please, anytime you purchase new fish, no matter what kind or where from, quarantine them for the very least 2 weeks. I would even suggest to treat them with a general cure for a few days. Do not add fish directly to your aquarium for any reason. If you don't have quarantine space, then rig something up. Use a tub or a basin, but do not put them directly into your tank. It's a lesson I have learned the hard way, and an expensive lesson as well. I also believe this was a contagious disease, as I lost 3 from my juvenile aquarium because I moved a few of the smaller ones from my Haps and Peacocks tank, thinking to protect them. It was a bad move. I see that now. My second point is always, no matter what, do your water testing and your water changes faithfully. Someone said to me they rarely do water changes and rarely test their water because their aquarium is crystal clear. Well, many of us aquarists know that a pristine aquarium could be full of disease, and the only true way to find out is by doing your regular water testing. So once again, I thank you, my subscribers and friends, for your continued support, not just through this, but through my triumphs as well. You are loved beyond measure, and I appreciate you more than you will ever know. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out, wishing you a wonderful week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.